Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. You know, with all the snow in the forecast, it's kind of nice to have some fun indoor activities to do. Later on tonight at Loda Joe's at 6:30 p.m., Walking Mountain Science Center is presenting one of their movies for their sustainable film series. And here to tell us more about it, Kira, it's so good to have you on the show. You guys are so amazing with how many programs you have going on at any given time. And this sustainable film series, this is pretty cool. It's a great way to kind of get the community conversation going.
Yeah, we really love doing it. This is our 5th year hosting it. And this film, I think, is really special because I think it's really relevant to us here and pretty much everywhere, because it's all about waste diversion and recycling, which I think is something anybody at home can relate to. Right. So we all hear about it, we know what it is, but we might not know how to do it correctly.
Right, and this film is kind of interesting. It's about San Francisco's journey to eventually get to zero waste by 2020. That's quite a feat.
Yeah, it's one of the most progressive goals and the strictest one they have, and they're at about 78% right now, which is pretty high, leading the nation. And so the film highlights strategies that they're using to get there, and hard to recycle objects and things like that.
And so, you know, I thought it was kind of interesting. They talk about, you know, taking the word garbage and replacing that, you know, with, reusable options instead, and kind of thinking of it in a whole different way. And it really is, just in the trailer, very interesting to see their different solutions that they're coming up with. So it's not necessarily like you're going to go to see this movie and you're going to leave feeling like, oh man, I don't even know where to start and the world is ending.
Yeah, no, it's really inspiring, I think, especially because it's so applicable to our daily life, and it touches on those hard to recycle materials like I mentioned, but by thinking about them differently, by just thinking about things that you have, where they came from and where they're going next, is a good way to keep in mind that it has a second life. Like, we don't just have to put it in the trash.
Right. So it's going on at 6:30 tonight at Loda Joe's, but if for some reason people can't make it tonight, there's another opportunity to see the film, right? Correct.
Yeah, in Eagle 2 weeks from today, also at 6:30 p.m. at the Dusty Boot.
And so is it something, do we need to get tickets? Do we have to, you know, like, how does that work?
Sure. It's all completely free to attend. So we just ask that you come and check it out, and we'll have a little bit of a discussion afterwards to talk about how that applies to our community, or just thoughts that people have in the audience, and just kind of troubleshooting and making it real for us.
So nice. So just a real community conversation. And then beyond that, you know, you do have some other programs that are going to be coming up. And so, you know, where do you send people if they're kind of interested in learning more about what you do, or wanting to, you know, kind of get more involved? Where do they go?
Sure. The best way to get in touch with us is to visit our website, or to just give us a call. We have tons of programs happening all the time. We have things for little kids. We have programs for adults once a month, and sometimes more frequently than that. But we also do have a few events coming up that relate to this film. So we've got recycling tours at the end of the month of our materials recycling facility here in Eagle County. And then we also have an e-waste recycling event at Colorado Mountain College towards the end of the month for Earth Day.
Nice. Okay, so a lot of options to get involved in. Of course, the film tonight at 6:30 at Loda Joe's. Head on over and join in on the discussion. Kara, thank you so much for coming on this morning. And
sure,
it's always such a pleasure to talk to you guys and find out what you're up to. There's always something really exciting and interesting. So again, walkingmountains.org is the website to find more information. Coming up next, we'll be telling you what you can expect for your Wednesday edition of Good Morning Vail.